Fucking called it, dude.
FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino yesterday.
Well, that's
While
how it
what
always
think
is. Unless
is
they're
insignificant,
if they're
while
not up 3-1, 3-0, they
appears
lose.
insignificant, like many of the other public statements that have been made and strongly worded letters and Fox News clips. No, I think the statement from Bongino carries more weight than all of it, and I'll explain why as well. And then we'll also circle back on some other
Faggot wants to get to
stories,
plat,
exclusive
and he's
stuff
gonna
that I
stop
know.
at gold. Oh.
Just so
Yeah, you can't get to
know,
plat
we
if you're in
don't,
bronze.
folks. We call our shots, and then we hit them into the bleachers. That's what we do here. So, I'm going to lay out the truth about Trump's tariffs on the other side of this break. Well, we've got about 500 days to save the country until the midterms. And with the results in the Wisconsin Supreme Court election, Democrats will go all in to try and flip the House in the midterms and then impeach Donald Trump, pause all executive activity, railroad the Trump agenda and administration once again. So the time is ticking down. The time to save America is
eliminate as many hostiles as you can. Your team pulled ahead.
What?
Hostiles are ahead.
Oh.
Of course they were shooting from both fucking angles because it's. Absolutely shit.
2 kills.
Wow. Oh, that's not a headshot. That's not a fucking headshot. Like, where's his head? If I can't even see his fucking head, but I can see his body. Is he even in the map? Like, hello?
5 minutes to go. Double elimination. 3 kills.
I love how right when I look away, he's there, dude. Like, holy shit. I can't hear him at all. Literally no sound at all. shoot people from behind. Still can't see him.
Oh, you can't see it.
Being shot by people I can't even fucking see.
You have to be shot by somebody you can see.
If I'm looking right at them and they're
Nice.
screen, then yes, I do. Because if I can't see them, how can they see me? That doesn't logically make sense. Okay, my teammate was in there, but okay.
178 days.
God, this game is fucking retarded.
That's the time we know we have. Now, that is enough time to do what needs to be done as far as draining the swamp, arresting the criminals,
Nothing to be done.
exposing the criminal activity. We've already got a lot of that.
You're on a timer.
We're bad at the game.
Eliminate
We're bad at
hostiles.
the game. You know.
Hostiles are at the 50% mark.
The operation. There's still a lot of activity that needs
Yeah,
to
when's
be done.
the Sarah show?
578 days to do it. But so what is Trump doing?
Stay on track. Get back to work.
Yeah.
September. Beginning last weekend of summer break.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Is it just going to be the same thing, or are they going to have different jets?
We're gonna have different.
Dual
Well, at
kill.
least one different one.
Minutes left. A quick three.
You said last time you went, the F-22 did something better, right?
Well, the show's always different. Like, the show's different for different days for some reason. So yeah, whether it was better or not, it was different.
2 kills.
Oh, that didn't hit his head somewhere. That was his head was shooting.
Seconds remaining.
People that play like that are fucking faggots, man. Holy shit.
Hostiles are pushing for objective.
Oh. What?
That guy blends in with the fucking wall behind him. How dumb is
Seconds
that?
left.
How fucking dumb is that, dude?
What was the first thing
That
Trump
camouflage
started doing?
dog?
Really, after he got elected,
It's fucking
he
stupid.
immediately started doing this.
Nice,
Once he
dude.
became president, he started making the announcements. What was Trump's top priority? What was he
They're
making?
calling
the big moves?
camouflage stupid
As
dog?
soon
Is
Yeah,
that
in a
what you're
video
saying?
game, it's
As he entered
fucking
the White House.
No!
It's fucking retarded.
Trade deals, financial policy, and then working out his deals with the tariffs. So, Trump comes out yesterday, "Make America Wealthy Again."
So
I
you
think
want
is what
his,
he called his
The outfit
event
to be
yesterday.
glow in the dark
White
or
House
whatever,
won.
like
Pretty much the entire administration
vibrant
was
colors.
there, and then a lot of
Be
the
better
different
for the
industry
game.
leaders were there
Nice.
as well. And he announces the tariffs, and he brings out the sheets that show all the tariffs from the other countries, which is brilliant, by the way,
Ugh.
because ultimately that's the ace of spades,
right? It's the try hard
can play.
class.
when they say, "Oh my gosh, what is Trump doing with the trade war? It's so bad." You say, "Now hold on."
How long have you been playing?
What do you mean?
How long have you been
Your
online?
objective is to maximize
When you
elimination.
messaged me, I was on like maybe 10 minutes. Yeah. You still alive, by the way?
Huh?
Pre-fired, like, I'm not even getting a proper gunfight, dude.
Gotta quit camping.
Dude, he's oh my god, he's
Whoa.
pre-firing me before I'm even on the fucking corner. Right at my head, bro. What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
Dual kill.
You are definitely the most entertaining fucking commentators, man. Start a YouTube channel.
Right when I look away, he appears, dude, and then he's gone. Like, fucking faggot, bro.
Whoa, dude, you just shot that guy in the head, man.
Yeah, just fucking set his body on fire so we can't have a fucking funeral.
Oh, where's your humanity?
That guy just holy shit, dude. Yeah, dude, these guys just get such unbelievable timing, dude. It's fucking unreal. Yeah, you're bad. Of course. No matter which way you look, you're gonna get shot in the back. If you think you're gonna get shot in the back, you're gonna get shot the other way.
Why were you sprinting, dog?
5 minutes remaining.
Nice.
So yeah, actual gunfight, you get shit on every time.
You like shitting on dudes?
I have to fucking faggots, I do.
Double kill. You're on a streak. Hostiles are at the 50% mark.
Oh, my problem.
Dude, where are my bullets
Nice.
going?
Music, my friend.
Bro, this guy's negative, man, and he just gets good timing. If I got that timing, I wouldn't die ever. Ever, bro. Being negative with the fucking timing he gets is insane. Look at that. Unbelievable timing, and he's still negative. Literally doesn't make sense. guy's a loser, bro.
You have the lead. A quick 2. 3 kills.
Oh, you win. Damn.
Dude, like, how can't I hear that guy up there, bro? It's so fucking. This game is garbage, bro. Yeah, dude, that guy's so shit. He thinks he's good.
You have 2 minutes.
These people are such losers, man. I can't believe it. Yeah, you're absolutely trash at the game. You can't even hit shots. This guy's triple negative. Should be from behind. What the fuck am I doing?
Nation.
Yeah, like, look at that timing too. Like, I can't hear him go down the stairs at all.
You're making progress.
Yo, dude, I got something to tell you, man.
God, dude, you're negative and you're just getting lucky. How are you negative when you get lucky? That doesn't make sense.
60 seconds remaining. Double elimination.
Yeah. Can't win gunfights. You have to kill me when I'm reloading. Unreal.
Seconds remaining. You're almost there. Double
Trash.
kill.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask you, I was gonna tell you something, dog.
15 seconds remaining.
What? Can't even jump up
10
here.
seconds remaining.
I shit myself at work, dog.
Good.
5 seconds.
Got promoted.
Time expired.
No, but the elevators weren't working at work, so I had to go up to the 9th floor. Stairs.
So what is that? 18 things of stairs?
I think so, yeah.
What, did they get mad at you if you were late?
Or you want to see America lose
No,
on
no.
trade. You're rooting against America on trade.
But it still
So
sucked.
Trump really, you wanted to call Trump a
Yeah.
liar. You could say Trump is lying.
Was the staircase
He's
hot?
not doing reciprocal trade. And you would actually be right.
Luckily,
because
it
he's
was
still-
cool,
his tariffs
but
are
by
actually
the end
still
of it,
friendly to most of these
I
countries.
was
He's
tired
actually
as
still
fuck,
being
dude.
friendly, and that's what he said yesterday. He said it's kind. People don't use that word anymore, but it's kind. His tariffs are actually very kind. He could have matched tariffs on all these countries. He didn't do it. Many
See
of them,
that
he's at
plane
half,
Trump got?
Yeah, 747.
like with the European Union.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Many of these, he's only at half of the tariffs.
It's pretty lit.
So it's really not
People
even
are saying it's a bribe. What do you think of that?
Oh, Trump's lying. He's actually being
Well, we
nice.
know that
Now I understand what he's
it was
doing.
what?
He said it yesterday. He said,
Was
"We're
it
being
Saudi or
kind,
Qatar? One of those?
and
Yeah, it was
we can
Qatar.
still
Your
Yeah, we
objective
know that
is to
they like him.
maximize the
And if anything, it's probably
possible talent.
it's probably a. And I guess in a way it's a bribe, but for them to get a deal with the U.S. at all, I feel like it's just a gift. I don't see how that's all it is. It's not like it costs much to them. They have private jets that are 777s and 747s, so it doesn't really cost anything to them.
Enemy Overwatch has this area covered. Fall back. Enemies took the lead.
People saying that it's a bribe are probably the same people that said Biden wasn't bribed or paid off. So It's like Jeffrey Epstein calling someone else a pedophile. Just kind of
You're ahead of the
ironic
enemy.
and rich.
Ugh. Still taking Advil or whatever.
No, it hasn't been as bad the past
5
few
minutes
days, but I
left.
am going to go to the doctor's. I'm going to make an appointment.
I just gonna be like, oh, just take some Advil. Must be so lit being a doctor nowadays. You don't even have to do your job. Get paid so much.
Not only that, you don't get penalized for being bad at your job.
Think you could be a good doctor?
No. I can't remember shit, so.
This zone is covered by the enemy. Retreat. Enemies are in the lead.
But if that wasn't an issue,
Yeah, I wouldn't see why not.
you think bad doctors are bad because they can't remember shit or they just don't care?
Well, they don't care, or they're genuinely not smart people in terms of medical shit. Nice. Can't win a gunfight, so you fucking do that.
Dog, I killed the whore.
Good.
Hostiles pulled ahead.
Let's take five Advil right now.
Dude, I hear so many people, but no one's around me.
Your team's in the lead.
Yeah, it's plus schizophrenia.
Dude, this game is fucking horrible.
Ah. No future for God and his infinite power couldn't fucking muster up a life worth living, dog.
God, this is so stupid, man. Okay, this game, I can't believe how bad this game is. I truly can't. Holy fuck, dude.
You love playing it.
Apparently not for very long.
Ultimately, he would like to see free trade, but if you're not gonna do free trade, then you're gonna have reciprocal tariffs. So they get the whole thing wrong. They don't address the fact that the United States has been tariffed more than any other
What
country.
I think he probably did was he
Treat
probably
from the world.
said something along the lines of, you know, with our deal, I want one of your planes or some shit.
The plane is worth what? 440 million.
Yeah. Which, from the grand scheme of
And what
things,
did they get?
their previous deal was what, 600 billion with the option to go up to $1 trillion for just oil. So I'm not sure they care too much. And it's probably he's the way he's probably thinking of it is they could turn it into a presidential plane and they don't have to pay for a brand new one. That would be like what it would be like 5 billion for 2 of them. Or 3.7 billion, I think he got it down to.
I've got a long road ahead. Can't slow down.
Hero.
Sentries to arms! Istik, state your purpose quickly. We are aware, and it is dire. But of late, we've been distracted. Perhaps the news you bring will change Inquisitor Wargaz's mind. Seek the Inquisitor within. Step lightly, Istik. He's not known for his lenience.
Well,
An honor. I would be more concerned.
I'll kill them when I come out, probably. So what I assume you got here, right? In this area?
Any word on the search for the artifact?
Like Elden Ring.
Words are food.
Where are you?
The mountains.
Should know better. Forgive me. We have not been visited by an Inquisitor in an age. It is an honor. Concerned and excited.
The mountains?
Yeah, it's called the Mountain Pass or some shit.
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly. What if they don't find the weapon? Do we even know it?
An Istik? But you can't be here. I can't be seen with you. That's your cry.
Quanirel, the Inquisition have more to worry about than who you talk to in the corridors.
Our Queen's eyes and ears. They're her will incarnate, and right now, they're here.
See? I told you. Nothing to worry about.
She's in her quarters, through those doors.
Damn, we got a ginger Gith Yankee dog.
Now Istik wonder.
Oh, she's actually ugly as fuck.
Better not be cursed.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the Astral Prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight. Chitrai, we could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Keep away from me!
If this place is as inviting as other aspects of Githyanki culture, we'll be in for an interesting time to say the least.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
Don't tell her anything.
You are well informed. My creche discovered the same. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers. I reported the gathering masses back to Tunarath. In response, they sent an Inquisitor. Instead of ordering an assault, we were told to join in this mad hunt for an ancient relic. Meanwhile, illithid sickness spreads right in front of us. It is small, angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script, stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it?
Gym today, though?
Huh?
Go to the gym today?
No. Nice.
And yet your face betrays you. You found it, didn't you? Shema Zalav Lakith. Give it to me. No? Then I will take it from your corpse.
And not killing them all isn't a bad thing to me.
And Trump is saying, we're going to level the playing field here. We're going to do this for the American people, and if you want to have the tariffs, we'll set up the External Revenue Service. We'll make a bunch of money. Incentivize these companies to come back to the United States.
I wonder if the people outside aggro me if when I kill her.
Could this go wrong? Sure. Let's say how this could go wrong. If the entire world, you look at the sheets, the tariff sheets that they published yesterday. If the entire world decided we're gonna go on a trade war against the United States of America,
dude, like I can't even fuck. Dude, I'm not even allowed to attack.
then we'd have a real problem. We'd have something to deal with. Now, truth be told, we could still be okay, but the pain would be a lot more serious. That would be like a serious injury, as opposed to something you could just put a Band-Aid over. So whatever happens in the next month or so, that's like a Band-Aid. So yeah, there's gonna be an abrasion or a cut here or there with the markets and everything.
Misses, but it's still
just,
stuck.
Now the whole world goes on a trade war against America. That's like a severed leg. That's like throat cut. Yeah, that's a serious problem. You're gonna need emergency surgery. Now, what's ironic about that is that's actually what's been going on. That's actually what's been going on. Why the U.S. economy and the people.
Life comes easy these days.
We see the inflation, everything else, the cost of living going up. It has a lot to do with that. So really that's already been going on, and now Trump is coming in and doing emergency surgery. If you really want to do full spectrum analysis here, we've already had our throats cut, we've already had our legs severed, and now Trump is coming in with the emergency surgery to try and and save the U.S. economy. It's got to be in manufacturing. It's got to be in production. So, but let's just say
Okay, go do
the whole
it.
world decides after this, okay, we're going to do a trade embargo, sanctions, whatever. We're going on a trade war. Well, that would take some time to recover from, but Trump knows that's not going to happen. Because what has Trump been doing since he got elected? What has he been doing since he got into the White House? He's already brought in a deal, folks.
Of course.
He's literally already brought in trillions of dollars of deals to manufacture goods. Other companies like Apple. But you think about things that we need like microchips, processors, he's bringing them in. The car manufacturing industry, he's bringing them in.
Let's do it.
Huh. Did he just post that? I didn't even see this post. So, I'm telling you, I know what's going on. I didn't even see. Trump says, the operation is over, the patient lived and is healing. What is he talking? Is he talking about the economy or is there something? So I swear to God, I did not even know this was an analogy that Trump used earlier today. I swear to God, I would have printed it out and used it as a reference. So you see, this is what it is. We've already had severed limbs. We've already had our throat cut. Tormented. But again, okay, whole world decides trade war on America. Trump's already planned for that. He's already prepared for that. He's already maneuvered all the pieces on the board. He's ready for that. He's already brought in the trillions of deals. He's already brought in the foreign companies. He's already brought in the foreign countries. The deals have already been made. It's over.
Nope. Can't attack for the first like 7 turns.
Part of the deal.
Nice.
Policy, expertise, finesse, trade, and business.
Nice.
Trump gets it. Of course he does. So he already cut the deals. He already brought in the foreign companies. They can't do a trade embargo. It's over. He already moved them all. He wins. Trump wins. Checkmate. So what does that look like? Now you incentivize these companies to come into America.
Like, what's the point,
And
dude?
actually manufacture
fucking
their
both
goods
dead,
in America.
like, what
Because now
horse
it will be
fucking
more
shit.
financially beneficial for them to do so. And if they want to be stubborn, and if they want to be obstinate, that's fine. It won't last very
These
long.
boots have seen
Because
everything.
they're going to get hungry.
Sentries to arms! Mystic, state your purpose quickly.
Unreal.
You claim knowledge beyond us? Arrogant for such a limited species.
Oh my god. Why not just don't even have the mechanics, just roll a 1 every time. And then he's knocked down. Like, god, this... Dude, that thing is so useless.
And they're going to come in to the greatest consumer market on the planet, the United States of America. And now, I mean, you start slashing regulations, you start slashing taxes, you start unleashing the energy. This is going to be like a tsunami. It's going to be like a tsunami coming into this country with the production. With the manufacturing. Because these other companies will know now, we can produce in America, we're not going to get crushed on taxes and regulations and tariffs, and then we can be in the best consumer economy on the planet, and it's going to be financially beneficial for us. And by the way, where are all the climate activists? Where are all the Green New Deal people? You understand now? We're looking at a situation with
that
global
guy's Jesus
trade
Christ.
where you don't have to ship all of these things around the world, fly them all around the world, ship them all over the ocean. Isn't that better for the economy? We can build it here, and then we don't have to
killing different. Like there's, other than goblins, there's no better species. Just a completely massacre.
Talking about that.
It's beautiful.
Once you start tapping into some of the energy,
Literally
oil,
every
the
single
rest
one
of
of
it.
them should be.
So where is this exactly?
Now we don't have to ship oil. Now we don't have to deal with any of this either.
I don't know how to explain it.
It's great for the environment.
Unless you've, if you.
That's what Trump is doing it for. But if you were really about the environment, you would support this. So no, the globe is going to be hungry. They'll try to tough guy it.
I think it's called Mountain Pass.
Eventually, they're all going to have to come here and start manufacturing their goods, or
sometimes the only way out
America will just manufacture.
It's in the monastery.
That's how this is going to go. So now the foreign companies are going to say, okay, well, we better move into the U.S. economy, or somebody else is going to replace it. So let's get into it. Masterclass by Trump, global trade.
Well, this is that place after the dragon.
And the ultimate goal is realized.
Yeah.
You incentivize building in America, made in America. Companies that are American, whether it's companies that are foreign. I mean, even Apple is talking about that. And can you imagine if Trump got Nike to come back? How many Americans make a living wage, or any wage, off of making Nike apparel? Shoes, t-shirts, all the other stuff. What's your favorite sports team? You got a favorite sports team? Does Nike all of their apparel?
No choice but to keep going.
Like with the NFL? Where's an NFL jersey made for your favorite sports team? You're a Dallas Cowboys fan. Where do you think that jersey is made? Do you wear Nike shoes? Maybe you want to boycott Nike shoes. The truth is, like, if you play, let's say, like playing basketball, Nike makes the best
Wish
shoes.
I could have the energy that guy has.
Shirts like that with other sports, other products as well. How many Americans make a living wage in a Nike factory? I mean, you really want to get specific with it? How many black Americans make a living wage making Nike products? Or is it all in China? Is it all in foreign country? LeBron James shoes, you go to any school, specifically with young black kids, they love the Nike sneakers. They love the NBA players' sneakers. So is that the black American economy just buying it, or do they get to build it and
Wonder if they're
have a
gonna
little
fucking
stake in
attack
that
me
too?
when I go through the door.
You don't hear about that, do you? No. So, is the answer to that question zero? Do zero Americans make a living wage producing Nike products and apparel? Do zero Americans? And I'm not talking about the executive stuff. I mean factory jobs where they produce millions of shoes, millions of shirts, sweatpants, hoodies, everything else, jerseys. How many jobs is that? When you buy a Nike basketball shoe, what's the newest LeBron James basketball shoe? Probably $200, $300. Look at that. More than 3,000 U.S. companies are now engaged in foreign production.
Here we go.
They include 99 of the nation's 100 largest industrial corporations. Imagine if you brought just
My
a
faith will
quarter of
guide
that
me.
back. Just a quarter. Remember Trump said yesterday, he said 90,000 factories have left the United States in the recent decades. 90,000. How many of you have seen that with your own eyes? How many of you have seen the former... I mean, there'd be whole areas in some of these major metropolitan areas that were all factories. They're all rusted over, falling apart, decaying. So is the answer zero? Do zero Americans make a living wage at a Nike factory? Is the answer zero? And then what is the attitude here? Oh, is that beneath an American? What? Why? That used to be very American, actually. It used to be very American to go work at the local factory because you made a living wage, you had benefits, you had retirement, you could afford a home, you could afford a car, you could afford to send your kids to college. It was very...
The captain has little patience for your kind. You'd better not waste her time.
I wasn't much better than the current stock when I was a...
I see they're letting even istic mercenaries in these days.
Well, definitely coming back to these people.
Very American, actually. And why shouldn't it be?
You think they'll be aggro on me since I had to kill these people?
I'm ready.
Time to get going.
What's next?
Never a dull moment.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Light on my feet. Seems simple enough.
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
Please, we...
Fine.
Yes, you heard it!
Do as she's... for now.
Not a public forum.
I'm not here. Speak to the captain. Let's see how well she handles this.
Keep away from me! If this place is as inviting as other aspects of Githyanki culture, we'll be in for an interesting time to say the least.
I want to have a word.
An istic in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
Don't tell her anything.
It is small, angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script, stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it?
Nice. Oh.
And yet your face, Shema Zalavlak. Give it no!
Can I go now, or am I gonna have to wait for 5,000 years? Weapon.
Oh, that one looked like Lazel, doesn't it?
Oh, it's the same species, I guess. That was very good, actually. Come on, Will, give it to Will, you fucking idiot.
On Victor's path.
And I can't even use it. Oh. they never have to skip their turn. Oh my god, fucking walk, dude. Yep, nice. Dude, she's already dead. Will's on the ground, and we haven't even done barely anything.
No holding back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have no revivifiers left, man. Nice. Like. Nice. What the fuck is he doing? So because I'm disarmed, I can't fucking attack anything at all? Is this guy a fucking faggot retard?
Will not bend.
So bad, though.
Guys, doesn't make sense. Apparently because I don't have my sword, I can't use my fucking spells. Makes no sense at all, and I'm dead because I can't fucking move. I can't fucking move! They skip my turn every fucking time! People can fucking go 3 or 4 times in a row.
Deep throat the mic, you fucking faggot.
Why not let them attack 10 times? Why even let me have a turn? There we go. The RNG, let's go.
Nike could have huge industrial manufacturing plants in America. Dozens of them. And you can walk in, it'd be a nice, awesome facility. Get all the sports propaganda all around you. Then you get to go make shoes or jerseys, whatever.
This place looks like Naboo, kind of.
Benefits. You don't even need a college degree. Work your way up. No, that's actually very American. They robbed that from us. They stole it from us. They sell, I bet you the new LeBron James shoe is probably $300. I don't know how many LeBrons there are. Probably like 20 different shoes they've made. Probably like $300. How much do you think that costs for Nike to put it all together with the materials?
What's hiding here?
And then have it made in China or somewhere in Asia? They got a couple different factories. They're mostly all in Asia. How much do you think that costs? $15?
If this place is as inviting as other aspects of Githyanki culture,
20,
we'll
maybe?
be in for an interesting
For all of it,
time
when
to
it's all
say
said
the
and done?
least.
And so
I have something to ask.
where are all the pro-America people?
Don't
Where are
tell
all
her
the,
anything.
you know, we need to take care of our people in
What was
the
that
cities,
look?
and they just give you
You know
handouts that do
something.
nothing. And they just
Do
give you
you
bad
have
policy,
it?
and they just wreck the inner cities. It's the Democrats. Where are they celebrating this?
And
See, it's
Shimars
all tied in.
luck.
And we're going to talk about this later.
No!
When Myron Gates is in the studio with me in the third hour, it's like this kid.
That fucking ability is so
Well,
good.
I'd like to know, was this kid living with his parents? Did he have a father that was involved in his life?
Sherlock, God's failure.
See, this is all part of taking away opportunities and then making you reliant on the government. And then you destroy the nuclear family, and then you destroy the children's coming up, their opportunity to come up in a house with a father, or even a father involved. You promote to the women, hey, get the dad out of the life, keep him out of the life, keep the dad away. This will be beneficial for you. We'll rig the court system for you. We'll give you all these benefits from the government. Get the dad out of the life.
What?
And then this is what you get.
Take your
So
Nice.
if you bring 25% of it back, just 25% of it back, folks. We're talking hundreds of thousands of jobs. Maybe millions if you bring them back. And you can have a living wage. You can have opportunity for upward growth within the company. You don't need a college degree. I don't even need a high school degree. This is what the middle class.
Nice.
This is what our politicians have sold us out on. This is the trade war that's been waged against us. Our own politicians keeping us in the back. And now with the emergency
Dude,
service,
like,
I can't believe he posted that on Truth Social earlier today, making the same
so
announcement.
stupid.
100% accurate. 100%. But the one negative would be, well, if they all launch a trade war against us, which they've already done, but let's say they double down and just totally blackball us, then that'd be a problem. He's already prepared for that.
This fucking faggot runs away and then he's just getting melted. Like, and that does no damage. Why do certain abilities just not do damage?
It's already done.
Ever.
He's already moved the positions in place. They can't launch a trade war against us. And you know what? God forbid they launch a trade war against us. God forbid the American people decide to dust themselves off.
Not going to last much longer.
God forbid. Because that's what'll happen. And then we won't need them. Say, fine.
Oh, dog, you're about to fucking lose.
Of course, I can't fucking attack, so of course I would lose.
Consumer market. He says, oh, sorry.
Bro, you just attacked right there. What the fuck you talking
Yeah,
about,
after how
dog?
many turns is that?
Fucking piece of shit.
Enjoy your trade war.
Weapon dropped. Apparently, you can drop your weapon and then you're not allowed to attack with this guy for some reason.
Most of this activity you're seeing, folks, is just the big whale pumping and dumping. That's what most
literally random damage everywhere.
Most
Dude.
Wall Street people aren't even necessarily political at all. They're just straight. They're just thinking
He's
about
running
money.
up.
They're thinking about bottom line. Most of this stuff you're seeing in the stock right now is just pump and dump. Most of this stuff is just waves and cashing in. So there'll be days where it's way down.
Like, I'm not even playing the game, dude.
Ultimately, what you're
Like, I
probably
literally
gonna see,
can't play
and
the
I'm
game.
not giving any financial advice. I don't own any stock. So
I'm
let me be clear. This is not me making stock advice. I'm not even in the stock market.
They've done 50 damage to me and I haven't even had a turn.
Now is the time. Now's the time where you buy the lows. Now's the time where you buy the lows. And then you hold the ones that you think are going to be there in a year and are going to be huge, because that's what's going to happen. So most of this stuff that you're seeing, it's, first of all, it's not organic, but it's not even necessarily political. It's just the whales that are just smart saying, hey, here's how we can profit off of this stuff. And that's exactly what they're doing.
What happened, dude?
So they're selling it.
They have 80 health, they can
And then they buy the dip, and then it goes
skip my turns, and
probably
they can
gonna happen for another
not
month,
take
maybe
40
two,
damage
who
on a
knows?
40
And then
damage
in a
spell,
year,
so
you'll
it's
Fucking suck,
what the
dude.
real results of all of this is. That's what's gonna happen. So that's how this goes. But this is Trump's expertise. This is a master class from Trump, and this is so long overdue. It's going to bring back American manufacturing. You're going to buy American. You're going to build in America. That's the goal here. And then now now, not only do we not have the
This
strongest
imposing
consumer
portrait
economy,
depicts a powerful
which is a nice feather
Githyanki
in
warrior,
the global market.
undeniably
Now we can go
regal
back
in
into
her
having a
mien.
giant manufacturing
In the corner of the
economy.
painting is a small symbol you can't quite place. As hard as you rack your brain, the symbol doesn't look like anything you've seen before. This Githyanki looks different from the others you've seen here. The way her stark white skin stretches over her sharp
looks like a
features
dude, though. We know
gives
that's
her
a
a
chick.
distinctly otherworldly aspect. Just as you find your flow, you slip. Perhaps you should leave before someone notices.
What is this? I need to get rid of it before the Inquisitor sees.
Razak! Even further!
I'm not meant istic, but
What the fuck is that?
You better be watching.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
You've been caught in the act. So much for the perfect crime. The accusation falters. Nothing can be found to hold against you.
Is
that Heisenberg?
Huh?
Walter White?
Fuck you talking about?
Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. Do you have a question? Or are you just going to stand there gawking?
Yep.
You must be desperate to seek my aid. Tell me, how long have you been infected? Fascinating. So you're conscious of your infection, but showing no signs of cerebral impairment. Either your tadpole is special, or you are.
Finish it up,
We
lady, and let
must
me kill
find
you.
out which. Go to the Zaithisk. I will ensure you're cured. It will relieve you of the specimen lodged in your cerebral cortex. What else? It will be worth it, I assure you. Even Githyanki rarely experiences Zaithisk. You are very lucky, Istik.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
fuck are you doing, bro?
Hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
But it's
Nothing important is ever easy. A lot on my mind and, well, in it. Have to keep going. Always room for more?
It's interesting that Shadowheart is scared of Githyanki even though she wants to kill them.
Something good here, I hope. Can't keep me out.
Man.
What is that noise?
The rat.
Rat.
It's literally a rat.
I know just what to do.
Nothing will stand in my way. Never a dull moment.
The fuck is this?
Battle favors the fearless.
Wait, why is the music playing?
What are they?
as well take a look.
Bro, I picked up a key, but I didn't get the key. What the
Can't give up now.
fuck?
If not over, then through.
As well.
So guess Yankees sleep in beds too.
Masterclass from Trump. Brilliant strategy. Scott Bessent was on CNN with Caitlin Collins talking about the ultimate agenda with this new trade policy from Trump.
Bro, Steel,
Here
it's
it is
my
in
shit,
clip
you
10.
fucking pieces of shit.
Bring your factory to the U.S.
Yeah, and obviously with the cars, all foreign-made cars imports are getting a 25% tariff starting at midnight. If half the cars coming into the United States are foreign-made, that's hard to turn around overnight, as you know. So what would you say to people in the auto industry who are worried about that timeline and how quickly that can shift?
Buy American.
And what about American-made cars and produced cars that are being made using foreign-made parts?
Well, I believe the USMCA is exempt.
Always
those
at your
that
side.
are compliant with this. Obviously,
Yeah.
Canada and Mexico are not on here. A lot of these are our closest allies.
So
I was
that's what this
hoping
is
you'd
all
come
about,
to
folks.
chat.
This is all about bringing
Yeah, you're hoping I was come to
manufacturing,
chat, but you
production,
don't want to fucking talk about anything.
factories. It's all about build American. It's all about building America, buy American. That's what this is. And Trump already made all the moves. He made all the moves to make sure that he had it in checkmate before he went out with that Liberation Day ceremony yesterday. So it's all done. And the more I think about it, I understand more of Trump's larger strategy. And while there's plenty of room for criticism with the Trump administration, and we aren't in a cult, though I will say some of MAGA has turned into a cult recently, but let's not address that here today. That's just mainstream politics now. It's just MAGA's mainstream now. But, and a lot of that's just bought and paid for as well. But Trump is looking at this from the best thing I can do first that's going to make every American impacted in a good way, where I might be upset that there's not enough action against the deep state, there's not enough action against the Democrat terrorists. That's something I'm upset about. That's something you're upset about. So that's a quadrant of America that is upset about that. Okay. Trump understands if I get these economic deals passed and I institute new policy that's going to make the American economy boom again and give all this opportunity here, that we can make Americans rich. I mean, it's the biggest lie that Americans have ever been told is that you have to struggle in order to make ends meet. That this is the new norm. You have to work 2 jobs. I forget the numbers that were coming out in the Biden administration, but it was something like 50% of Americans don't have $1,000 in savings. There were other headlines that were like 75% of Americans, a major emergency or you know, some big financial emergency could cause them to have bankruptcy. It was like 70% of people living paycheck to paycheck on their budgets. No, that is not how it should be. And a lot of it is by design, and there's a lot of other factors that go into that, like the cost of a house, for one, or the cost of a car, which is going to bring down these costs.
It'll take a while for us all, of course.
But that's the goal. And then you start cutting taxes. You start cutting taxes. You start cutting regulatory burdens. I mean, folks, this thing is about to be unleashed. It's about to be unleashed, baby. Get rid of the burden on agriculture. Get rid of the burden on industry, mining, energy. Cut the people's taxes. No, we don't have, Americans don't have to work 2 jobs. Americans don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. Americans don't have to live in a renter class, a serfdom. No. No, see, America was so prosperous. America was such a land of opportunity that the globalists said, hey, this is too much. We can't have this. We can't have Americans living free and being prosperous and having self-government, because then our country might want it. Then the whole world might want it. You might have 1776 worldwide. I mean, my God. If all these Americans have a home that they own and a pool in their backyard and a barbecue every Saturday and all the culture, all the tradition, and exporting it worldwide.
You know,
and then oh my gosh, all these other countries, these communists,
It'll
these
take a
socialists,
while
all
for
these
us to,
other
of course.
little fiefdoms, all these other little technocracies that they have. Oh, no. If you have America, a free people, a republic that's actually prospering and wealthy and living life and kicking ass, then the whole world is going to say, hey, I want that. And the globalists can't have that. That is completely antithetical to what their vision is. They want a corporate world government. They want your entire life rationed the day you're born, if you're even lucky enough to be born. But if you see people in America having 3 kids, 5 kids, owning a home, having barbecues, going and having pool parties, oh, then the world will say, so we don't need this corrupt government. We don't need the fascism, the communism, the socialism, everything else. Look at America. Their people are free. Look at their economy. They're booming. That's the American dream. And, you know, there's other big issues. For sure, there's other big issues. Like keeping peace, not getting involved in any wars, not getting into a war with Iran, and you know, all the other things. I mean, folks, if they start cutting our taxes, oh my gosh, it just... And look at all the waste. Look at all the waste, fraud, and abuse. You could have... The average American easily could probably have 10, 15 grand more in their bank account every year. You start cutting taxes. You start cutting regulatory burden. You start lowering energy costs.
Goes nothing.
Grocery bill goes down. Everything goes down. 10 to 15 grand more a year. It's pretty nice. Extra $1,000 a month. Might not make or break you, but you know, it's nice. That's where we're headed.
Let's have a look.
And the only thing stopping it now, and this is why it's kind of like a dangerous thing, is some catastrophe. They release a bioweapon. I don't think they can tank the economy. I think Trump's got them in checkmate. He's got the whole thing rolled out. He's got enough deals and allies and partners that I think it's going to be good. But a big war, a global catastrophe, another bio...
Damn, did they look comfy, man?
whatever comes, I'm ready.
Is that blood?
Now Istik wander our halls at their leisure. Captain Therizin will be even more irate than usual.
Alright, I'll be back. When you had nerve pain from your neck,
weapon, COVID, tyranny. That's the only thing that could hurt it. But you know these globalists that want us in a corporate world government, they are the types of people that would pull something like that.
Your disobedience brings shame on Crest.
Now,
I'm sorry,
I got this other policy news. Oh, this will be nice. Trump imposes tariffs on cheap Chinese goods sold by companies like Temu and Shein. Yeah, this is the stuff they manufacture for like a nickel and then sell for $20.
I need a quick word.
It could easily be made here.
You did this!
We just have horrible
Inquisitor is going to gut us one by one, and it's all your fault!
And corporate tax rates and tariffs that doesn't make
Hey,
sense.
why not attack me then?
People just look at their bottom line. They just say, well, I don't know. Am I left? Am I right? Am I Republican? Am I Democrat? No, I'm here to make money. And so if I
it smells awful in here.
manufacture and sell in a different country, I make more money. But when you change policy and you make it financially beneficial to make your product in America, again, most of this is not even political, folks. It's just good economic policy. And I do think this is going to be a smashing success. It might take a little
Bro, is that a fucking
because there's other things that need to happen to really kick it into
fast
gear
travel thing?
with energy and cutting taxes. But once the whole thing starts to click into place, yeah, the economy will be booming. I have no doubt, aside from a major interference, the Trump economy will be, it'll be big. It'll be booming. And that's great. And that'll help every American, left, right, center, up, down, whatever. It'll help everybody. And it'll be undeniable. But that's how this is going to go. And then the world will have to compete. Instead of just rigging the entire global trade war against us, which has been the case. But wouldn't it be nice to see these culturally American things benefit the American people? Wouldn't it? Now, you know what's kind of funny? It's like they'll probably try to pull something, maybe out of China, like they do with Russia. And they say, hey, you better get in line, Russia. This is how they try to control Putin. They say, you better get in line, or we're not going to let you compete at the Olympics. It's like, oh. And Putin never takes the bait, so they don't get to compete. Russia doesn't get to compete. They get to do a little, I forget what they call it. It's like Olympic Federation. An Olympic Federation flag. It's a complete joke. But that's what it is. It's like, so they might try to pull something like that.
Wait, so
China.
my character
And you
gets
kind of
thrown
see
into the
a
bad
sense of that with the NBA. Like you say something bad about China, you're an NBA owner, or you say something bad about China, you're an NBA player. You know, they crack the whip on you real quick because that's China saying, "Hey, you watch your mouth, or we won't air NBA games." And we got a pretty nice deal here. We make all of your apparel as well, all of your basketball shoes too. So then they leverage that against us.
Should mind my step.
Perhaps a tadpole has already
Well, when they
addled
try to do
your
that to
brain.
Putin, he just says,
Yeah,
"Fuck you.
my
I'm
brain
for
is
Russia."
fine.
So you play your little games at the Olympics. I'm not buckling. Most of the Russian people actually appreciate that.
I should speak up.
Your disobedience. Shocking! Why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear.
Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid. Or for you.
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark? You? Tuskva. My students do not waste their time fighting such weaklings. But as we seem so intent on doing things differently today, why not? Take a dagger, stranger. This exercise requires nothing more than a blade and a backbone.
That's some bullshit.
What are you waiting for? Begin!
I refuse. There has to be a better way.
Gillick. Kill him and put us all out of our misery. Another who lacks the nerve? It seems Val's idiocy is contagious. This is how we deal with a weakened enemy. Ah, a true warrior's kill. Quick, bloody, and a scream to curdle the stomach juices of Vlaakith herself. Move him out of the way. We've wasted enough time already. You are well on your way to being gate food. Do better.
Wish this shit would fucking tell me which one's gonna come up next.
Breathe deep and move.
Chucky, when you have a chance to kill your enemy, you take it.
I'd already disarmed her.
Chucky, why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear.
Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid. Orpheus.
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark? Cowards are not tolerated in our ranks, though I gather they are welcome in yours.
I've been practicing every night, Savage. Let me have a go.
I refuse. There has to be a better way.
You dropped your guard on your weak side and were completely open to an offhand counter. Move him out of the way. We've wasted enough time already. You are well on your way to being gate food. Do better! Did you enjoy our little demonstration? A mere taste of the power Vlaakith commands. My students earn the most silver swords of any creche under Vlaakith's command. Their potential may not be apparent to your untrained eye, but my methods never fail to extract it. It is up to them to deliver on this potential. They know the punishment if they fail. Strike hard! Slice flesh! No hesitation!
I was hoping you'd come to chat.
Need something?
Where am I needed?
Quicker! A gate would have smeared you across.
I'll get fucked up.
And if China wants to play something, no pun intended,
favors the
with the
fearless.
NBA, then they can deal with that. That's not our problem.
A bright idea.
The NBA doesn't make enough money. These people make so much money, it's obscene. It's obscene how much money the NBA makes. There could be something like
Picked
that.
the wrong fight.
But the answer is already build in America, buy America. And then let them deal with it. Fine, go ahead, ban the NBA in China. Oh no, the top NBA player won't make 50 million a year. What is he only gonna make 40 now? Oh no, the NBA won't make 2 billion a year. It might make 1.5. Oh, that's so brutal. You know what? You know who will benefit? The kids that watch the NBA and can go work in a factory that actually makes the Nike shoes for $15, $20 an hour starting wage. So that's let's move on from that, get into some other political drama. A stack of policy. Folks, remember to support us by shopping at thealexjonesstore.com. A lot of great supplements, a lot of great apparel going on there. But we do have a last chance warning for you happening right now at InfoWarsStore.com. Now these numbers were given to me first, so these products are close to selling out now. Last chance products at InfoWars Store. Ultimate fish oil. We had 5,000 bottles left a couple days ago. That's, by the way, 25% off. Limited supply. Gonna sell out quick. Nitric Boost, Survival Shield X2, Nascent Iodine, Rainforce Ultra, Bod Ease, Ultimate Turmeric Body Support, Vitamin C with Zinc, Vasobeat Complete, Ultra 12, Vitamin B12, Prebiotic Fiber, Pain MD. We have now sold out of Vitamin Mineral Fusion. It's gone. We've sold out of DNA Force Plus. It's gone. We also have some other books and other DVDs available there. But this is a last chance. That is it. And so if you want to get your last run of products from InfoWarsStore.com, now is the time. They will sell out fast. They are moving off the shelves. Last chance for those products, InfoWarsStore.com. And always remember to support us at thealexjonesstore.com. We really appreciate our VIP members. Go to thealexjonesstore.com/VIP. You can find out all the benefits that come along with that, including a monthly membership credit that, of course, you can use at thealexjonesstore.com. Total win-win. You support us, keep us on the air, and you get a great product, a great deal. All right. So let's look at some of the drama developing here. Mike Waltz and staff used Gmail for government communications, officials say. National Security Waltz reportedly conducted business via Gmail. Sloppy, reckless. Walt's use of Signal, Gmail, revives concerns about White House communications. Now, am I concerned about this? Not really. I'll tell you what I am concerned about. I'm concerned that Mike Waltz has a bad actor somewhere in his circle. That's what I'm concerned about. Because I don't think this is a coincidence that this is all happening around Waltz, and they keep using Waltz activities to go after their targets, whether it's Trump, whether it's Hexeth, or anybody else. So I don't know what it is about Waltz, but it looks like there's somebody in his inner circle that's trying to use him to bring down the Trump administration. Now, I don't want to think it's him. I don't think it's him. I think it's a bad actor, a mole that's around him. But clearly, this is just going to continue. Clearly, Waltz is just going to keep being used for these negative headlines, these negative stories. Whether it's a nothing burger or not, it's not even going to matter. It's just, oh, we've got somebody inside of Mike Waltz's inner circle that we can just set up for all of these stories.
Looking ahead.
Oh, yeah, but I'm sure, what is it, the Washington Post and the Guardian and Politico and the New York Times. Remember? And none of it's even a national security thing. But when it was Hillary Clinton, silence. Oh yeah, when it was Hillary Clinton with the private email servers and everything else, they don't report on that. That's That's all above board. When it's Joe Biden with boxes and binders of classified material sitting in his garage. Oh, no big deal, no big fuss, no big concerns. But Mike Waltz with Signalgate, which was a problem. I don't know if they ever got down to the bottom of it or not. Apparently, they fired 3 people inside the Trump administration, not the actual administration members, but staffers. Apparently, 3 of them were fired. Apparently, at Laura Loomer's behest, at her request. That was the last I saw on that.
Death won't take me yet.
But none of it is even enough that's really even actionable. So you might look at Waltz and say, well, what is the action, or what needs to be done here? Well, you need to find out who is the bad actor in his inner circle that's causing all of this drama. That's what you need to find out. I don't think it's Waltz. I think he's being set up. I think he's being used. But here it is again with Waltz. So, but it's nothing. It's compared to what we really see going on from Democrats like Biden and Clinton. It's a nothing. It's a total nothing. It's just like procedural stuff. It's like jaywalking. It's like we're gonna go after Mike Waltz for jaywalking, while Joe Biden is over here on the street corner stabbing somebody with a knife.
Defender of the people.
Oh, there's Waltz. Get him. He's just walking across the street.
No talking your way out of this. You'll have to defend
That's
your
the state of the
actions the
media.
old-fashioned.
We have to deal with. Speaking of Soros, this is funny. Now, when I was on Tuesday, I said, or maybe it was Monday, I said, you see how Musk is leading from the front. He puts his face to it, he puts his name to it, he's not secretive, and it's tormented. There's the shadow, the puppet master. Like, which would you consider to be more transparent? Musk or Soros? Oh, defeated the billionaires in Wisconsin. F you. The Democrats had 4 billionaires that funded the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. 4. Republicans had 1, and that was Elon Musk. And the GOP let him lose it. The GOP was the GOP
On my feet.
The GOP abandoned the Supreme Court race. Maybe intentionally, I don't know. So Musk tried to fill the state. Couldn't. But he's there. It's his face. You know it's him. Soros is the strong man. He's the puppet master. And they had 4 billionaires. And they say, we beat the billionaire. You had 4 billionaires. Screw you. And CNN says no. I mean, you want to talk about gaslighting? So the good guy is not the one who's transparent, not the one who's there with his name and his face on the ground in front of you. No, that's the bad guy. It's the secretive guy. It's the guy in the shadows. It's the guy who operates in the dark. That's the good guy. Yeah, CNN, clip 6.
Well, what's interesting about it is you heard anytime anybody brings a Republican will say, well, what about Pritzker, what about George Soros, and what about this, what about that? And I guess the answer is you don't see George, first of all, you don't see them out there talking, right? I mean, they might be giving money to organizations, this and that, and people can criticize that if they want. But the idea that, like, oh no, forget like hiring Scott Walker to do it or somebody on the Milwaukee Bucks, I'm going to tell them.
Right. No, he has to set up audience. There's really one other person that needs more attention. Is Donald Trump. And
It's either the dumbest people ever on TV, or they're just ultimate gaslighters. Folks, Musk knows his life is in danger. He's exposing the government criminals. He's exposing the government political mafia right now with Doge. And they've got the forensic auditors in there. They know who's. So yeah, I mean the money has a hit on Musk. So him even going was a major risk. But he doesn't even go until the day before, 2 days before the election. And they say he needs all the attention. He's sucking the air out of the room. Nobody else was there.
can't afford
Say,
to
why
stay
didn't
idle.
the owner of the Milwaukee Bucks get involved? Well, why don't you ask him? So Musk is like,
Might
hey,
find something
I don't
useful.
want to do the traveling. I need to stay at the White House because my life is in danger, but this Supreme Court race in Wisconsin could determine the House in the midterm, so I guess I'll
Still
go
alive,
fill in the void where
so
the
that's
GOP is
progress.
lagging behind again. And then they say, golly gee, can you believe...
Yo, dog, you there?
The pride of the gate.
There's no time to waste.
Take you.
Sharp as ever. 2 steps at a time.
I wasn't much better than the current stock when I was a young.
These things have stayed interesting.
Good job they beat the subversion.
One day I'll catch a break.
Right, you're right.
Something's on my
life
mind.
is infinitely better here watching this back door.
I see they're letting even istic mercenaries.
Leave me alone. The watch must remain undisturbed.
Those students need to learn something from authority.
Defender of the people.
They're not following orders. Poor conduct.
That will not serve them well in battle with the gates.
Violence hasn't.
I can't even catch my breath.
Can't give up.
No one's stopped me yet. Open up.
I'm so tired. How do people do this all day? Need something?
Please, Musk wants to lead from the front. Can you believe Musk is out here actually showing his face and his name? He wants all the attention. No one else went to Wisconsin. You know, some of the biggest influencers out there in conservative media, they didn't even say a damn word about it. They didn't even say a damn word. Barely a story on Fox News.
Don't waste a step.
Nothing from the Daily Wire.
Please.
I mean, we're talking about some of the biggest influencers in conservative politics, and none of them said a word about the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. And what did the GOP? Who did the GOP bring in to help win the race? So Musk is literally like, okay, guess I have to do everything. It's like the same thing going on with Doge, but he has a good team there at least. He has a good team in his America PAC too. But imagine CNN. So they can't even excuse what George Soros is doing anymore. How he's corrupted police departments, how he's corrupted the entire judicial system, how he's corrupted judges and prosecuting attorneys and district attorneys and all the other stuff, just destroying the inner city, just totally buying it, literally. And they say, no, that's good. So the shadow hand operating from the shadows, destroying America, that's the good guy. But Musk, who actually leads from the front and is trying to save the country, he's the bad guy. I got it, CNN. Thank you so much. This is why they call you fake news. This is why your ratings are dying. Well, maybe something else happened in Wisconsin. Ramon Jackson seems to think
Seek out
so.
the drider,
Here's his breakdown.
crush it like the vermin it is, and let the way to Moonrise open. And we must find this captured devil. 2 missions, 1 destination. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and a talent for courtly dance. Even if I might look like one.
Down in clip 2.
I wanted to give you an update about what's happening in Wisconsin and the advocate Ramon Jackson. He is in the first stages of our test to detect and determine cheating in every election. There's a few things that we're looking at. We need you to share this video that we know there's suspicions. First of all, Milwaukee County has 19 cities. Yesterday, in a special election, yesterday, what the clerk is saying is that 153,000 people voted. Out of 309,000 people who voted.
Wits
So
and
in other
blades,
words,
always
they're
sharp.
saying 50% of the vote
and alert.
came out of the city
Got to press
of
on.
What path lies before
Milwaukee.
me?
So think about that for a second. In the conditions that are very similar to Detroit. Yesterday, people woke up.
And everything. With that. So if I don't have to identify with my biological sex, then why do I have to identify with my biological race, my biological skin color? So I believe, just like Jasmine Crockett, I should get an opportunity in politics because I'm black. Now they would never do that, obviously.
No, I'll give
And
it a
why?
shot.
Why would they never do that? Because isn't it they build these identity groups.
Never a dull
In
moment.
this caste system. And then they use it to illegitimately get power and wealth. But whenever you try to apply the same logic to a different identity group, they deny it because it's not part of the agenda. So it's the same thing like she said the other day. She said, We need more black people involved in politics, but not Byron Donalds. So it's not even about black people. It's not even about skin color. It's all about ideology. But if you can change your gender, why can't you change your race? Tell me the difference. I'd love to hear it without a political reason, because we know what it really is. You want to use black people, so you can't have someone else stealing that, because that's like double stolen valor. Because that's what they do. It's like, oh, the first black this, the first black that. But you can't claim you're black because they need to actually use black people to get in here like Jasmine Crockett and then use them against you. So that would go against their political ideology, but when it's with trans, that works for their political ideology. They want all these people declaring themselves as something else so then they can use them for political power and then ultimately try to normalize pedophilia. But that's a little down the road. Or is it? Or is it? Colorado bill adding protections for transgender people, including against dead naming, passes first hurdle. By the way, they're dead naming the Nashville shooter now. As it all comes out, it was totally just a trans-motivated thing. Transgender advocates rally at Colorado Capitol in support of chosen name bills. So, okay, I want to change my race. In fact, I'm Dennis Rodman. I'm Dennis Rodman. And you better let me in the NBA because I'm transracial or you are a bigot. Okay? But what's really going on? She calls herself an OG lesbian. An OG lesbian. Here's what's really going on from an OG lesbian, as she says, in clip 20.
This is a message from an OG. The acronym LGBTQ+ is not a representation of a united community, but the strategic force teaming of the LGB with the TQ+ that serves a dark agenda to rebrand sexual fetishes and disorders as sexual orientations. For what was once a legitimate civil rights movement, gay rights, has been hijacked, quite literally, by the TQ+ and used as a Trojan horse to mainstream their degeneracy. First, we have the untouchable Ts, the trans cult, who want to sterilise children with puberty blockers, turn all homosexuals into surgical simulations of straight people, and destroy women's rights to enable men's fetishes. Then we have the Qs, young men feminised by sissy porn, furries and pups who fetishise bestiality, and even adult babies who fetishise infancy are all accepted and protected by the rainbow umbrella that magically transforms all scrutiny into bigotry. But the thing that requires the most scrutiny is the unspecified plus at the end, a placeholder for what's coming next. MAPS, or minor attracted people, a euphemism that is already being used to describe pedophiles who are waiting in the wings for their time to shine. Because the LGBTQ+ sexual psyop is not about promoting tolerance of diversity. It's about grooming society to accept depravity. And as an L, I renounce all association with it and the LGBs who are accessories to the fact. And I urge you to do the same and join the movement for LGB without the TQ+, because we need to divorce people and we need it stat.
So she's right on, and there's a lot more popping up on the map like her. You had frequent guest friend of the show, Jamie Mitchell, who started Gays Against Groomers, and that kind of spurred a whole movement. Now you have kind of other individuals that are getting involved on socials with similar messages. But she's right, 100% right. That's the final agenda. And there's always the political power that comes along with it by making these groups out as victims. It's just like what I was explaining with Jasmine Crockett. They want to label black as a victim and then use that to get political power and unite black people. But see, I can't use the same logic with transgender and say I'm trans race. Why? Because no, that's a victim class that they have to keep there. So if anybody can be black, then they lose that victim status. They can't do that. But for plus, yeah, she knows, she gets it. They really don't even hide it anymore, though, do they? Now look at this. By the way, they want to identify as turtles. You think I'm kidding? They, them, turtle. Oregon Mental Health Advisory Board includes member who identifies as terrapin species. I mean, you know, as a kid, I thought I might be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. If only I'd waited. You know, 20 years or however long it is. And then I would have demanded that I was a ninja in a half shell. This is how insane they've gotten. But how do you even... It's almost impossible to rationalize this. This is now multiple videos inside a classroom. Is that a turtle? Is that a they, them turtle? Yikes. Somebody needs to take better care of their sulcata tortoise. Getting way too much protein in that shell. Needs to be a nice rounded dome. See how pointy it was? They're not taking proper care. Now, these are teachers. First, let's go to Utah. So this is all supposed to be banned, I'll have you know. This is all supposed to be banned, but they just can't help it. It's not about teaching the kids. It's about indoctrinating the kids. This is why you can't put liberals anywhere, because they'll always use it to indoctrinate. They'll always use whatever they get for activism. Teacher in Utah shows off her LGBTQ propaganda. She just wants those kids sexualized so bad. Go ahead, clip 18. Yeah, so hip. Indoctrinate the kids. Look at me, got blue hair. Big time lesbian. Everybody needs to know what I do in my bedroom. 'Cause that's what I do. I'm gonna make sure all these kids know I'm gay. I'm gonna put pride all over my room so they are forced to ask me about it. I don't teach math. I don't teach English. I don't teach history. I don't teach science. I teach against biology. And then I put all these stickers and propaganda up in my classroom, and I shoot videos for social media about it because it's all about me. Me, 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 me. Here's a little anti-white propaganda. Me, me, me. I'm a liberal, and it's all about me. And they want to act like they're the most selfless people. They're the most selfish people. You're a teacher. Your job is to teach kids. You just can't help but make it about how gay you are. As if it isn't obvious. What is this? What? Can somebody tell me what the stickers on the face is all about, by the way? Oh my gosh. Oh God. As if the classroom wasn't gay enough. Is there an inch? Do we have an inch in the classroom that's not gay? It's like, hey, I remember when I was in school, we would have like a science poster over here, maybe a history poster over here, maybe something about health over here. It was like, normal stuff you might see in a classroom. Now it's like, hey, look at how gay this person is. Oh, ooh, here's some anti-white propaganda. Oh, look, coexist over here. Oh, look, human rights. Oh, more gay. Ooh, trans. Ooh. What the hell? What did I just walk into? Here's another one.
No one back home will ever believe
She
this.
wants you to feel empowered. Do you think this logic applies universally? Let's see, clip 19.
Hey.
Hi.
In honor of Trans Visibility Day, I just wanted to give you, or encourage you.
Whoa, hold on a second. Trans Visibility Day? Let me tell you something. When you're a 6'3" dude in a wig and a dress, you're definitely visible. And if you have the beard and the chest hair, I mean, it's impossible to miss. Believe me, trans people are some of the most visible people
No one
ever,
stopped me yet.
Okay. Trans Day of Visibility. Go ahead.
That they have the power to change their gender assignments if ever they feel.
If ever you feel?
That's what they want to do.
That's what they want to do. Yeah, that's what they want to do. That's not you putting those ideas into their heads. That's what they want to do. Yeah. But again, can you apply that with anything else? Can you apply that with race? No. Well, what's the difference? Explain to me the difference. Really? I'd love to hear the explanation for that. Of course, it's all BS. She wants you to know, as a child, are we going to learn about math today? No.
Moving ahead.
Unless you want to learn about subtraction, as in subtracting your genitalia. We can do a little math. Yeah. Unbelievable. This is what goes on in the classrooms. No wonder our students are so stupid. You have liberals teaching them nonsense. All right, so there were some grumblings about Doge and Musk. There was a lot of noise. And people were saying the twist, the media twist was, oh, things are falling apart with Musk and Trump can't stand Musk getting all the attention, and people want Musk to stop. Well, there's definitely a level of that that's true. Musk exposing all the crime.
It'll take a while, of course.
Stopping it. So yeah, there's definitely people that want that stopped. The political mafia wants that stopped. Political gangsters. But it had nothing to do with Trump. The policy was always, I believe, 130 days anyway. But nonetheless, a bunch of noise about it, and then trying to drive the wedge in between Trump and Musk. Well, Trump just came out and made a statement about it. I believe this is the first official statement from either Trump or Musk as the drama was unfolding. Here's what President Trump had to say.
May you keep that.
Do you have a sense of how long Elon Musk's mission will last and when he will depart?
Well, Elon is fantastic, and I think he's a patriot, and I think it's a shame what they're doing with his car company. And a great car, it's a great car, great product. And it tells you what a patriot he is. It's amazing. No, I mean, as long as he'd like, I like.
It'll take a while for, of course.
I also like him personally. When he endorsed me, that's when I really got to know him. I know him a little bit before that, but not much. And then he endorsed me, and it was a very strong, embracing endorsement, as we all know. And I would say Elon will stay for a certain period of time, and then he's going to want to get back to his businesses full time. But he's done a fantastic job. We found hundreds of, think of it, just hundreds of, we found millions of dollars of fraud and abuse and waste, and they're still going. I mean, they're going strong. They found something today that's horrible. It's horrible. So what they found, well, you'll find out very soon. What they found is incredible, and I give him a lot of credit. He's got some very smart people with him.
Do you think he can
And they're working very closely with our secretaries and the people that are the heads of
Do you think you would appoint him to another position once his 120 days?
I think Elon's great, but he also has a company to run, or a number of companies to run. You know, that he can do this, that he can find the time. He loves the country, that's why he does it. But we're in no rush. But there'll be a point at which time Elon's going to have to leave.
Sir, even auto company, a specific date.
I would think a few months.
Even when Elon leaves and goes back just to being CEO, will Doge stick around in some kind of capacity?
Yeah, it'll style Doge itself, yeah. At some point, just so you understand, I don't want to get it wrong, I want Elon to stay as long as possible. Number one, I like him. Number two, he's doing a great job. Number three, he is a patriot. That's why he's doing this. And he's, it's very costly for him. But, so I want him to stay as long as possible. But there'll be a point where he's going to have to leave. And when he does, the secretaries will take totally over. And Doge will stay active. We have a lot of smart people. A lot of those people, I believe, are going to go into the agencies. And they'll work on it from the inside.
You mentioned auto companies that you've been speaking with. Have you spoken to any executives today?
All right, there you go. That answers a couple of those questions. We can move on swiftly now. So, Trump runs for office 2015, 2016, wins, and what do we see? The deep state launches all their propaganda against him, their terrorism against him and his supporters. Well, it's the same thing with Musk now. Because Trump represents a threat to the political criminal class, just like Elon Musk does. And it's a worldwide thing, by worldwide thing. This criminal political mafia is worldwide. So that's what's going on, and we got more of it. We can do this every day. Yeah. Here it is. Which is the one? How many did I send you today, guys? Is it just clip 15 here, or is clip 21? I can't tell if clip 21 is one as well. Right. Okay. So I guess yeah. So I sent one, and then we have a follow-up police report. So this is, this is.
What's up for discussion?
I just.
What's on your mind?
I'm just a guy who sees problems, identifies problems, and sees the solution. And liberals are a damn problem. They are just a societal cancer. They are a political cancer. So here's a woman with her kids. And I guess I have to admit I was wrong about something. It's very rare. Cherish this moment. Owen was wrong.
So, that's...
Bookmark it. I assumed when they figured out there were cameras on the Teslas that they would either wear masks, but they wouldn't walk right up to the cameras and commit the crime knowing they were on camera. I was wrong. They walk up to the Tesla, commit the crime, and flick the camera off. But it's even worse. It's the kids. Here's a mom with her kids. Go ahead. Here's a mom with her kids. Walking up to a Tesla. She's going to key the Tesla. As the mom is vandalizing the Tesla, the kids flick the camera off.
This place gives me the creeps. See any movement?
It's disgusting.
Plenty worse in their way.
Too dark
It's
to tell.
despicable.
I bet they're close.
Would you believe me if I told you it got worse? Looks like she keys a swastika into it, is what it looks like.
Burning through our oil, but...
Oh, but she's justified. She's exposing a Nazi. You know nothing about who owns that vehicle. You know nothing. So, the Minnesota police made a statement about it today.
There's more
here
where
in
that
clip
came
23.
How much farther can I go?
All right, we are having a technical issue with that. What do you think, guys? Should I move on, or how long do we need? All right, let me do this. I apologize. Technical error here. Let me do this then. Take care of some business. We'll get that video up for you. Folks, last chance at InfoWarsStore.com for these products. Now, a lot of these products were fan favorites. For example, body support, ultimate turmeric formula, just probably the best turmeric formula I've ever had. Definitely in a capsule. We had only 500 bottles of this left at the start of the month. It's probably almost sold out. Last chance for Ultimate Fish Oil, 25% off. Just a couple thousand bottles left. Last chance for Survival Shield X2 Nation Iodine.
To your church every day, my queen. Your followers are legion.
Go. We'll wait for your signal.
Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Here, we're boss. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
Stay in the light! They do not go into the dark!
Didn't figure something as big and ugly as you for a coward.
No! They will not go into the dark! Enough! Stop! They will not become shadows! They will not feed the curse! Forgive me, my queen, but I had to, before the dark got any stronger. Let lunatics in the dark! Tell them! Destroy the blasphemers!
We need that lantern!
Same thing, Vaso Beat Complete, so great for workflow. We still have some books, some DVDs, The Great Awakening. We still have some signed copies left, very few amount, but there are still some Alex Jones signed copies of his latest book, The Great Awakening. Some other DVDs that have been banned everywhere as well. The InfoWars Gold Collectible, we got $1,000 as well. This is all last chance opportunity sales at InfoWarsStore.com. So if you're a fan of these products, you want to get some of these collectibles, you want to get Alex Jones signed books and memorabilia, last chance at InfoWarsStore.com. Take advantage before it's gone. Okay, police officer ready. So, you have the woman keying the car, the girl's walking by flipping off the camera, and then the police had this to say.
Bloomington Chief Hodges here. We need your help. Yesterday, March 26th, at around 5:45 p.m., at Cup Foods located on 102nd, an individual had watched some folks get out of a Tesla. The individual then went to the liquor store. When the Tesla walked by, after that, they left the liquor store. They didn't buy nothing, and scratched the Tesla. Here's a picture of them walking by the Tesla. We need help identifying them. If you know who this person is, please contact Detective Brown. The number is here at the bottom of the screen. And for the person who did this, we have this nice little video here for you.
Here at the Orange Jumpsuit District's Inn and Suites, we have friendly staff who is ready to greet you.
All right, that's what we got for you. $3,200 worth of damage took place here. Resist the Tesla temptation. Stop damaging these cars all around the country, and we're talking about insurance rates going up. And what do you do? Knock this off. If you have any information on this, please contact Detective Brown, and with that, Bloomington, we will see you back here.
All right, so actually they're different women. They kind of notice how they look the same though. They're both fat blobs. Literally, if you just had just a shape, it's the shape. God, I'd be thinking. You know, I was thinking about it today too, and not like I have, but a couple friends that are fat. Probably really need to get on it. But I mean, it really is a human crisis. We don't really talk about it. I mean, these are blob creatures. I mean, that is a human blob. There is no distinguishable shape on that person that would make you identify it as a human being. That's how bad. But see, the police with the press conference, you gotta go a step further. The individuals doing it, they're the criminals, they're the lowlifes that you gotta go and arrest. But it's time to start addressing it at the media. It's time to start directly addressing the Democrat Party propaganda. That's what's motivating. People didn't wake up one day and decide, I'm going to start attacking Tesla. People didn't wake up one day and say, I want to key a Tesla today. No. It's political. What's the name of that movie? Inception. That's what it is. It's political inception. The Democrats put the ideas into their head to go out and be terrorists. But it's okay. You're fighting a Nazi. You're the good guy. And most of these people that fight lowlifes that have no ethics and have never done anything good in their life anyway. So this is my opportunity. I can be somebody. I can do something. Really just a low-life bum, just a low-life blob. 80% fat. But see, aside from me addressing the person's body weight issue, you have to go out and you have to address it. You have to say, we're sick of the liberal media promoting this violence. We're sick of the Democrat Party propaganda normalizing this violence. I have Inception on the screen. Honestly, that movie was so ridiculous. But it shows you, you put a good soundtrack and some good cinematography with some good performances, you can have a movie even if it's stupid. So you got to address the Democrats head on. You got to blame them. You have to point the finger and say, you did this, you did this. Because they just sit there and laugh. They just think, ooh, like Chuck Schumer. AOC, like, yeah. It's like, oh, they see this stuff and they're like, yeah, we got somebody to commit a crime for us. See, that's Inception. That's Inception. I don't want to go out there and eat Tesla. That's a crime. But if I can brainwash somebody into doing it for me, and so that's what they do. Where the Democrats themselves that call Musk a Nazi and a threat to humanity and everything else, that was raised from 10 years ago. In fact, did AOC buy a Tesla? Yeah, she did. She did buy a Tesla. Did she sell her Tesla yet? I'm just curious. Did AOC sell her Tesla? She should give it away, actually. She should give it away.
Focus.
She doesn't want to be a greedy capitalist.
On I go.
It's political inception. The Democrats themselves aren't going to go out and key a Tesla. They're not going to go out and fire a Tesla. They're not going to go out and attack a Tesla charging station. To do it. And imagine being such a sucker that you actually are that person. AOC, what's the status of your Tesla? Are you still driving around that Nazi vehicle? You're not going to sell it like a capitalist, are you? This is a conundrum for AOC. There's only one way out, and that's just give her Tesla away. But that would actually cause climate change. She can't do that. So she needs to give it away to a poor person, I would say. If she really wanted to be a social justice warrior, she should give it away to a single mother with children. She's looking into trading it. Trading it? That sounds capitalistic.
So that's progress.
I do not accept that. No.
Open up.
Nope. That's very capitalistic. So these rotten human beings.
The lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows.
Incredible magic. I can feel the light lifting the shadows, even those within me. Be safe and be brave. We expect no less.
You notice a tiny pixie trapped within. These fey creatures are infamous for their trickery. Sometimes playful, sometimes malicious.
Oh please, oh golly, me oh my. You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day. I'll gut you like a 10-day-old if you don't release me right this moment! If you prefer the kinder type, I'll sweetly slurp your guts like tripe. No, no, no!
Curious little thing.
We do get to see some interesting things. Almost makes the mortal peril worth it. Almost.
Elon Musk, just like they wanted violence against Donald Trump. They want violence against Musk supporters, just like they wanted violence against Trump supporters. They're not going to do it themselves, so they tell you to go do that for them. So you go commit the criminal act, and you go spend time in jail. And imagine these punks, these liberal punks. Remember what they said about Trump? They said, Trump tricked you. Trump tricked you on January 6th. Trump tricked you into going to D.C. He set you up. Well, the truth is, they actually credited us with that. I wouldn't say I'll take full credit. We did the first Stop the Steal rally in November that then ended up with 1 million people.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer.
Magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
That'll take the edge off.
What's next, I wonder?
This place gives me the creeps.
I am ready.
What now?
Let's get going. Best be on my way.
D.C. Then other political groups and Trump-supporting groups got involved in December, and then we all learned about the contested, what you could do in Congress to contest the results, at least the process, was going to be on January 6th, and then, you know, yes, InfoWars and other groups decided we were going to do a massive rally that day. It wasn't even Trump's brainchild. He just ended up supporting it, so it wasn't even accurate, but they would say, Trump set you up. See, Trump hates you. Trump's the bad guy. He set you up. Well, what about this? What about Democrats setting up you to go commit an act of violent crime that's going to land you in prison for 20 years? Which is the case. We thought of the idea to protest a stolen election. We thought of that. That was a decision we made. That was an action that we woke up and said, this is what we're going to do.
But that was long ago.
These dumbass liberals didn't wake up and think, I'm going to go do a crime against a Tesla. No, the Democrats told them to do that.
I want it back.
All right, you know what?
Now!
Musk actually shared this video of Chuck Schumer. Oh. Wait, is this Chuck Schumer talking about stolen elections, guys? Social Security numbers? Hold on a second. Chuck Schumer, 1996. Go ahead.
I thank the gentleman, salute him for his work on this, rise in support of the amendment. First of all, Social Security card is used from one end of America to the other as an identification card right now. Who are we kidding? If you want to pass a law and says it shouldn't be, I would ask the chairman and the distinguished minority member of the Social Security committee to pass that law, but let's admit the truth. Everywhere people go, they're asked for a Social Security card. In fact, one way to prove you're a bona fide person who can have a job is to ask for a driver's license and a Social Security card. This is an anti-fraud amendment.
That sign above.
All over where we go, people say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants or others from coming here? And the number one answer we give our constituents is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud. And here, the gentleman from Florida has put together the most effective anti-fraud measure we can find without it changing the actions of the government one bit. And we find all this opposition. Ladies and gentlemen of this chamber, what I worry about
now
is that this bill, which which started out with good intentions, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, is going to end up being the same kind of thing that the public gets angry with us on. We say we're doing something, and we do nothing. Because every time someone makes a rational and small proposal to get something done, people say, well, what about this hypothetical, that hypothetical, etc. I urge support of this amendment. If you believe you want to stop fraud in immigration, you have no choice but to support this amendment.
Oh my gosh.
Gentleman's time has expired.
You know, it actually is hilarious. It really is. It just shows what a... Oh my gosh. It just shows... The whole political process is just such a farce, man. You go back to the 90s, like with that video, folks, you understand, the 90s under Bill Clinton's presidency, the Democrats, Bill Clinton literally coined the phrase, "Make America Great Again." Bill Clinton and the Democrats in the 90s were against illegal immigration. They were very pro-American worker, and they were against fraud. Now here they are, and they're pro-fraud. Pro-illegal immigration. You know, it's just, but it doesn't matter. They don't mean any of it. They don't mean any of it. They're just liars. They're just political, partisan hacks, phonies, liars, criminals. Chuck Schumer's been in office for how long? Over 30 frickin' years, that dirty rat. You know what? Good. I hope AOC primaries you. I'll give the radical left this. They don't flip-flop. They might be phony to a degree, but they don't flip-flop. They really mean, I mean, they really hate, you know, white middle-class Americans and everything. They really hate that. I mean, I know they'll get in there and they'll inject just radicalism into our country, but I mean, I almost respect it more because they're kind of like true believers. Like, they believe in the climate change propaganda. They believe in being anti-white. People like Schumer, they just get up there, just flip-flop, flying around, just lying scum. It's like, at least with the radical left, it's like, I know what you are. Schumer, he's one thing in the 90s, he's old enough.
Son of Thorn! Son of Sword Coast! Go on! Cheers! Bottoms up! Go nuts!
The curse has wrecked this man. This is no life. This is torture.
Oh!
Flaming brew! This battle has taken a heated turn. I won't give in.
288 HP. That's legitimately insane.
This is my time. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
So it does not take damage to that. He has 300 HP.
Thing now? There's one thing he always is, that's a liar. Here's more on the Social Security issue in clip 7.
Yeah.
That's a jaw-dropping number. Where'd all those people come from?
Well, it made my jaw drop too when I saw it. We were in Social Security looking for fraud, waste, and abuse. And to do that, we actually looked at the enumeration system. This is to look at numbers in America. And we found that there were just about 5+ million of them that came to the country as illegals, were giving various forms of parole or allowed in the country, and they got through an automatic system, Social Security numbers, so they get into our benefit systems. And we tracked that through and found that they were on the benefit programs. And just because we were curious, we then looked to see if they were on the voter rolls. And we found in a handful of cooperative states that they were thousands of on the voter rolls, and that
church every day,
many of them
my
had voted.
queen. Followers.
Go. We'll wait for your signal.
Speaking of Chuck Schumer, the DNC, Chuck Schumer, and Hakeem Jeffries are suing Trump over his executive order to block non-citizens from voting.
Here, web ass. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
Stay!
Didn't think.
Enough!
Non-profit
Forgive me, my
groups
queen,
and Democrats sue
but
the
I
Trump
had to.
administration over executive
Before the-
order to stop
Bring
non-citizens
them into the
from
dark!
voting. Oh, but they're not trying to steal elections. No. They also move against election integrity laws and executive orders. Totally new stuff. Meanwhile, EU declares major penalties against Elon Musk's X. They're going to try to fine X $1 billion We need you to punish him. We need you to fine Elon Musk's X $1 billion. See, well, why would we do that for you? If you don't do that for us, we'll side with Trump to defund NATO. So, you gonna fine Elon Musk that $1 billion, or you gonna make us shut down NATO? Dirty crooks. Every single one of them. Dirty, dirty, dirty crooks. President Trump making other statements to the media on his trade deal yesterday, the tariffs. Here's another statement from Trump.
Tariffs have come in and that's the beauty of we put ourselves in the driver's seat. If we were forced some of these countries, almost most of these countries, to do us a favor, they would have said, no, now they'll do anything for us. But we have tariffs and it's going to make our country very rich.
Are you open to deals with these countries if they're calling you?
Well, it depends. If somebody said that we're going to give you something that's so phenomenal, they're giving us something that's good. For instance, with TikTok as an example, we have a situation with TikTok where China will probably say, we'll approve a deal. The tariffs give us great power to negotiate. Always have. I used them very well. The first administration, as you saw, but now we're taking it to a whole new level because it's a worldwide situation.
Now you have a new Project Veritas video. State Department employees rebranding DEI to defy Trump's orders. And this is what they do every time. It's like they rebranded the definition of a vaccine for COVID because it wasn't a vaccine. It was biotech. So they said, well, let's change the definition of the vaccine. They did the same thing with the recession. So Biden actually caused a recession. They said, well, let's change the definition of a recession. Then we will have to say it's not a recession. And so now they're doing the same thing with DEI. It's like, hey, you got to get rid of these DEI programs, these DEI agencies. And they say, okay, well, we'll just call them something else and not change anything. So now, Project Veritas got one of them on an undercover camera.
Still breathing, despite everything.
So it has to go away from now. That's the last time that I went to Trump is like the last time and stuff, but people just like did it, hold it, something else. Just worked around.
All right, you know what? I want to move on to this. They're just villains, man. They're just sneaky villains.
Take
They cannot hold in their names who they are. They're called villains. All right, now I want to play this for joins me in studio. Tyler, he's one of the best. He's just one of the best. His skills are second to none. Here he is responding to the Cory Booker filibuster. Just lays it all out. Clip 3.
Security advisor Stephen Miller. I just have to ask, what the hell is going on here, Miller? Well, first of all, I think that's the first ever filibuster in American history from Cory Booker in favor of getting men into women's sports, keeping our borders open, and making sure that we tax the wages of our tip workers in Nevada. So very courageously, Cory Booker has stood strong for those three issues. Here's what he never filibustered for. Here's what the Democrats never filibustered for. The dead bodies of American citizens raped, mutilated, and murdered by the illegal aliens that Joe Biden and his administration and Secretary Mayorkas funneled into our country during the invasion that took place over the last 4 years. They released people into this nation, monsters into this nation that were pedophiles, that were child rapists, that tortured women, that murdered moms and dads, committed atrocities that we've never seen before in this country. And now they say, they have the temerity to say, that every single invader that Joe Biden let in should get their own individual judicial trial before they're deported, one at a time. Each one gets a individual trial before the communist judge decides whether or not we can send them home. How about hell no? How about we pick them up and we get them out of this country so they can't hurt anyone else?
Now look, I actually give Cory Booker credit because he did it. filibustered for nothing. He actually did it to build his political profile before he runs president. All right, in studio now is Byron. He's been a guest on the show before, and I really appreciate his expertise when it comes to federal investigations. He has a lot of experience with that. You can see that on his YouTube channel. He also does a lot of cultural commentary as well with his Fresh and Fit podcast, but really can talk about all things politics and culture. We'll probably get into a lot of it here in this
Lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows.
Incredible magic. Be safe.
You notice a tiny pixie trapped within. These fey creatures are infamous for their trickery. Sometimes playful, sometimes malicious.
Oh, please! Oh, golly me, oh my! You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day. My pixie dust is bright as day. My injuries can light the way.
It seems like a fitting punishment for a poet.
I dare not name it, newfound friend. The faintest touch could spell my end.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company.
Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you? Sure I can, but will I?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Here, give this bell a shake. Speak the magic words and you'll get what you've earned. Protection from the shadow curse. What more could a dingus want? You're welcome.
Curious little thing.
We do get to see some interesting things. Almost makes the mortal peril worth it. Almost.
Time to press ahead.
Of course, you were on the Alex Jones show earlier as well. You got into some of this. Let's actually start, I think, with the story that a lot of people are talking about. And I heard you. I forget exactly what you said earlier. I think it was about your experience in high school.
Oh yeah, I was basically like given the contrast of what it was like going to like an inner city high school, and then like going to a predominantly white like prestigious college, and you know, it made me really wake up. So like when I was in high school, I went to New Britain High School in New Britain, Connecticut, and 50% dropout rate. Not really a good high school. You know, it was diverse, but it wasn't really a good school from a performance standpoint. And I ended up graduating, and then I went to college at Northeastern in Boston, Massachusetts. You know, 7% acceptance rate, right there by all the Ivies and etc. But the thing that I really like that woke me up was like I was like around really high-performing students, did well on their SATs, you know, and they came from really good backgrounds, super high households, a lot of money. I didn't come from money, but I had two parents, which was critical. And you know, I had prioritized like buying Jordans, True Religions, like dressing well, and like, you know, but like speaking like an idiot. And that's like what I did in high school growing up. Then when I went to college, I was like, wow, like you don't have to spend a bunch of money on Jordans. You don't have to be an idiot. You don't have to speak in a way that makes you look like a moron. Like you don't have to listen to you know, demonic rap music that tells you to kill people. So I really had my wake-up call going to college, and then it got into law enforcement, and it made me even more conservative. So that's kind of like when I had a big transition in my mind where it was like, and then the other thing too is that like people laugh at black people behind the scenes, man. We just gotta call a spade a spade. Like everyone's laughing at you, stupid ass niggas, man. This is the truth. So it's like
I know that's embarrassing, not just for me, but for them as well.
Makes a lot of sense. All right. What else we got here? Ayo King, you looking mad foin in them butters? What the fuck, bro? Bring that ass over here
B and let me talk to you. Okay,
And-
that's in
and
the New
talk
York
to New
accent.
York accent.
The New York accent. Okay, to add on to the last chat, fresh and fit.
I upped the minimum.
Okay.